We're talking about phobias today. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about phobias. A little while ago I talked about the fear of flying because I was taking a trip. And if you had a fear of flying, I wanted to help you get over it just like I had gotten over my fear of flying. So now, instead of just talking about fear of flying, we're actually going to be talking about all different types of phobias. Because when you go to remove a phobia, it really doesn't matter what it is or what you're afraid of, whether it's snakes or heights or bees or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all pretty much the same. And you use the same 5 steps to remove it. So before we begin, like, share, subscribe, and comment down if you guys have any ideas on what you would like me to do a video on. I'd love to hear your ideas. So when working with phobias, it helps to understand what your body is doing and why we actually have phobias. Now, phobias are actually a pretty good thing. It's just that your body has taken something that is supposed to help you and it has gone so far in extreme with this danger idea that it is now hindering your life experiences. So let's take the idea of heights. It is a good thing to be afraid of heights because very few people think it's a great idea to just jump off a cliff. And that is to keep you alive. This is a good phobia to have. However, when it starts to hinder your existence and experiences that you want to have, that is when it becomes a problem. And that's when it becomes a phobia. But the good part of it is that it's actually trying to keep you alive. It's trying to tell you that there is danger somewhere. And so it's trying to avoid either pain or danger or some bad experience. It's remembering something in the past or something that may happen. And it's basically telling you, no, we don't want to do this. And so there's an anxiety, there's a phobia, and there's a fear there. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the unrealistic phobia so that you can actually do the things that you want to do. So it doesn't matter what the fear is. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to recreate it in your mind. You're going to come up with a scenario or a situation where in your mind you would be triggered and that you know you're going to have a reaction in your body for your phobia. Now that we have been specific, we're going to take a physical thing to help remove it. So one of the ways I like to think of it is if I feel it kind of in my head and I just feel like this fog and I can't think and it's almost paralyzing, I have often thought of kind of like a steam pot where you pull the plug and all the steam comes out. I've also thought of ways, especially if it's in kind of my body or my chest area, like my heart area, I've also thought of like a drain where you just pull the drain and all the water just recedes. There's really no wrong way to do this. So now that we're starting to have that visual, so you feel the pressure, that's kind of the first, being specific. You feel the pressure, you feel the stress, you feel the anxiety. Then you start to release it with either a drain or wiping it off a whiteboard or the steam, something that really resonates with you. While you're having this feeling, the release of stress or the release of anxiety, you're going to thank it and you may also possibly need to forgive it. So thanking it is one way that we can be positive about it and we can say, okay, we know that our body was trying to protect us. We know that it was just really trying to do a good thing for us. So thank you. So thank you for that. We appreciate that. But you can also say, I no longer need it. So thank you, but you may leave. The next thing is forgiving it. And this is a situation if you have something come up. Let's say you're afraid of heights and maybe somebody played a very cruel joke on you and that caused you to have a fear of heights. And if that's the case, then you need to forgive that person. You may also need to forgive yourself. Maybe this is something you feel ridiculous about and you just feel it's so stupid, but you need to forgive yourself. So the thanking it and the forgiving it is going to help you let it go so much faster. The next part is we want to put a positive. So in that situation that you're being specific in, we're going to play it out in our mind the way you actually want it to happen. If you are afraid of heights and you want to do that obstacle course, then imagine yourself actually doing it. Imagine yourself being able to do it, and just flood your mind with the positive of, I can do this. And think of, as you're going across this obstacle course or thing that makes you really normally tense up, be like, yes, I'm doing this. Look at how amazing I am. Look at what a good job I'm doing this. I'm overcoming it. I'm such a strong person. I'm such a courageous person. So that's what it's going to look like when you flood it with positivity. Now, you may still feel anxious a little bit as you're going through this exercise, and that's fine. Just keep going. That actually brings us to the last step, and that is you need to repeat this, and you need to repeat it very often. Anytime you're feeling that anxiety or that stress or something that you just don't feel like you can do, that's when you need to do this. I trust this video was helpful, and until next time, bye.